Hello, everyone. Welcome to
Hello.
Rate My Lunch, episode 7, Siete. George, any more ways of saying 7?
6 plus 1. 9 minus
English,
3.
but math. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sieben.
Sieben. Yeah, no, that's 7.
Set.
Tell you what, your brain's working faster than mine right now.
Anyway, yes. Sorry about missing you all yesterday, but
Yeah,
look, we're back with a bang. And George, do you want to introduce our guest here?
Our guest today is, well, what more can I really say than what I've already said? She's a lovely lady.
You haven't said anything.
Yeah, I'm trying to stall. Christian, my brain's not working. I can't think of sevens, can't think of words. Great gal from Arts Ed, where we met. We actually lived together during that time, which was very fun. Yeah, she's a huge fan of the show, and we're very excited to have her on. It's Miss Adei Bundy.
Very nice. Hi. Adei, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Looking very beautiful as well, I must say.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. I made an effort, even put on my nice watch.
Nice.
Okay. George, what are you having for lunch today?
Christian, I thought you'd never ask. Today, I've used the pineapple that I was hitting with Rob, and I've cut it up with some kiwi and apple, and made myself a little fruit salad here. It's not too much. I'll probably have a second lunch later on for my second show, Rate My Second Lunch, which is NBC 2 or 3. But that's not what this show is about. Christian, what are you having for lunch today?
Well, it's just a pretty, bog standard, not very good little vegetable soup. It looks horrible on camera, as you've seen, but, needs must. Some days it's got to be like a tin soup day. Not much in the house. But that's not important. We're here for Adei's lunch. So, Adei, please take us through your lunch.
Okay, so I've got something special. Okay, so my theme is all about presentation. Okay, and taste, obviously, but I do believe that you eat with your eyes first. Unfortunately for Christian's eyes. So
I don't.
I'm gonna just.
I'm blind. I eat blind.
Okay, so I'm gonna put it down and yeah.
See what we've got.
Whoa.
Okay. So these are the new Ryvita thins, and they're really nice, really crispy, and they're covered in seeds. Then I've layered it with Philadelphia, some chopped avocado, some chopped up chicken, and then I've topped that with some chutney. It's like sweet onion chutney, and then I've drizzled some Parmesan cheese and chia seeds over the top, just to keep with that seed theme, like the other slice of the bread on top of the sandwich. If you go with that. Then I've also got some grapes because I like to have some fruit up in my foods. Why not? Different colors, obviously going with the theme. We've got the green avocado, green grape, chutney matching the red grapes. Then I don't like to be too healthy, so we've got some Maltesers, of course, and we've got some lovely Tropicana, no pulp, hate pulp, never gonna do pulp. Orange juice here in my lovely big wine glass, because that's how I do.
Nice. Okay.
I love that you've gone all out with Tropicana, as I think Jez from Peep Show once said, "Screw the rest, get the best."
Tropicana.
And Tropicana is the best when it comes to orange juice.
I'd agree with that. I just want to quickly point out that there are 3 different round foods there. We've got the green grapes, the red grapes, and the Maltesers. And that, for me, I've never really seen a dish with 3 round foods before. So I'm quite excited.
I mean, well,
if I may, the onions used to be round, as did the avocados. I mean.
Okay, so that's a round.
So 5 rounds, which is a lovely nod to the show's format of you got the 3 scores, then we've got the segment, and then we've got the overall rating. 5 rounds.
Wow, this has been tied together.
It's so synergistic.
Absolutely. Now, I was going to say, should we crack on to tasteability? It looks like a great dish, but we're going to start with the first segment, see how it tastes and everything. Take it away.
Okay. Ooh.
Going in for the first bite. Groundhog. Audible, nice.
Oh, wow. It's lovely.
Just lovely. Is there any? Now, I just want to quickly say that this is one segment of the meal, but we're going to need to get all the segments of the meal in.
So this part is tasteability, right?
Yeah. But with your meal, you've got different parts as well. So when I think you saw the Elric episode, he had 4 courses, and he had to try all 4 courses at once for tasteability, unfortunately. So,
so I should mix them all.
If you're able to put a grape and Malteser on a mouthful of crisp bread, that would be ideal. If you could do that.
And wash it down with a sip of orange juice, of course.
Don't forget.
Exactly. Quite.
Of course, because my lunch is fabulous.
Yep.
Oh,
She's got it. Hold it in the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Great. Malteser. Yeah, pretty nice.
Texture is a bit weird with the chocolate, but overall, a lot of sweetness, creaminess from the chocolate and the Philadelphia. That's a surprise, but wash it down.
Yeah, give it a wash down. Adei, have you thought that might be the first time in human history anyone's ever eaten those combinations of food together before?
Possibly. However, if you remember, there was a chocolate Philadelphia out at one point. It was fantastic. I don't know if you tried that or knew about it, but it was great. And I gained a lot of weight through said condiment. But yeah, the tasteability, it's really, really nice. I love red onion chutney. And I just think the avocado and the Philadelphia and the chopped chicken can all be quite plain, but then the onion chutney just wakes it all up, and with the texture of the crunchy Rivita thin mixed with all the other textures, it's just super nice. It's just yummy.
Super nice. Let's flip these lovely words of super niceness into a number out of 10. What we think in tasteability ranking.
Okay, so when I think of tasteability, I automatically think of my favorite foods that I could just never stop eating.
I get it.
And so in comparison to my favorite foods I can never stop eating, I'm going to give this tasteability a solid, honest
7.
Yeah, because it's delicious, but it's not a salted caramel brownie. It's not a lemon cheesecake. It's not a Domino's pizza with pepperoni and pineapple. So yeah. I mean, maybe.
Let's just rewind back. Pepperoni and pineapple.
Oh, absolutely, with the barbecue base and a Italian crust.
Yeah, I was going to say that is the favorite pizza of Adei. Then I learned that about her very early on, and that is. Something you don't unlearn that.
I've not got a problem with pineapple on its own or on a pizza, but and I to be honest, I was partial to a ham and pineapple in the past, but a pepperoni and pineapple.
Well, if you think ham and pineapple is good, try ham's sexier, fitter, spicier older brother pepperoni, and it all just gets hot, shall we say. With a barbecue base as opposed to a kind of plain tomato. What's a tomato? Oh, barbecue.
I would personally argue that we're getting into the baked bread with toppings and not pizza segment here. Because I believe a pizza has a tomato base. But that's just me, I'm a purist. I've met an Italian person before and I told them that and they hit me. So it was a whole big thing. Scared me straight, really.
I mean, sure. A margarita has to have.
I think an important aspect of humans is that we grow and we evolve and we make things better. I mean, I'm not going to say that I wouldn't like to ride a horse to set, but I can't. I need to take a tube or perhaps a car one day. Yes.
But a horse would be an improvement.
The horse would be awesome, but it wouldn't go as far. I'd feel bad. They'd be like PETA or PETA would be like after me, like, you know, I don't know, because hey, getting spat off the fucking horse, like, you know, like.
That's very.
I'm with you. I'm with you. So we've moved on in technology, and so have we with pizza.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, good point.
Great. Well, talk us through the lookability, Adei, because I think this could be a high score.
I think it could be a very high.
Lookability, I mean, I'm not being funny, but I thought this through so much. I mean, with like the pattern, the color coordination, even the Maltesers out the bag into the little serving dish, the orange juice, we've got the wine glass. Did you hear that?
You've got over and above.
Didn't actually hear.
I'm going to give presentation a 10. I can't do any better than this. Like 10. This is my presentation.
Look, if we get any comments about this, I defy anyone to make those foods look better than Adei's done.
To be fair, I would defend that to my dying breath.
Yeah.
Gracias.
So that's great. Overall lunchability.
Overall lunchability. I think that it's healthy, which is great. You know, there's enough here. Like I do get full off of this meal. And it's fun. It feels, you know, it's a bit posh. It's like, you know, when you make the food and then you put it on the plate, you know. So I'm gonna give it for overall lunchability, because I feel like you could eat this on a regular basis for lunch and not like die. And still be happy with Maltesers. I'm going to give this, for lunchability, a 9.
Oh.
I know, but I think it's healthy to eat every day, like, and it looks really nice.
These are some big scores, Adei, and I'm going to pass over to the segment now to see how you do on that before we give you our scores.
Okay.
Prepared a little segment. Phrase catch. If you don't know, Adei won £50,000 on catchphrase the other year.
50,000. Check it out on YouTube.
Very funny. Prepared some questions about her performance.
Oh my god! Okay, interesting.
Question 1: what box was sweeping the board? Now you chose the box, Adei. This was round 2.
Oh, so you mean like when I chose one of the 9 squares?
Yeah. What square was it?
Oh my goodness. I had so much Red Bull, mate. Like, I'm gonna go with maybe box 6.
6. It was 7.
Oh, you know what? That's on the other side. I knew it would be a side one. They can be like, they can give out clues, you know. People always go to the middle, but I feel like the side give out those clues. I don't know.
It was very close. Okay, that was, you know, one off. Now, this is the second of the 2 box questions. What number did you pass on box wise?
When you say, do you mean in the final, like?
You were the 3rd round. There's 2 options. You went for 1 box. You couldn't get it. You passed.
13.
13.
Oh, yeah. I definitely passed on 13.
Yeah, real good. Like that.
Very good.
Question 3.
Heart's in the right place.
What colour was the tie of the man who was presenting the show, who I couldn't be bothered to look the name up for, wearing on the day?
Oh my god, what was Stephen's tie colour?
Stephen, I'll write that down next time.
Mulholland, right?
Sexy beggar.
But what colour was his sexy tie?
What colour was the tie?
I'm going to go with blue.
It was actually, if YouTube is to believe, burgundy.
Burgundy.
If the light hasn't changed from the YouTube.
It's a light change. And the final question, which is a phrase you have said right now on answering the last question. How many times do you use the phrase, "Oh my God," after winning £50,000?
Oh my God! You can't
phrase.
do that. Flip me. I don't know. I was having a flipping seizure at the time. Like, that's not even a fair question, to be honest. I'm gonna say 7.
It was 9. It was 9.
No.
Tough. It was a hard round, that, but you know what? You did well, and you did better on the round where you won 50,000. So that's the better thing to do on.
Yeah.
Well, that's what
Quite right.
TikTok hundreds of thousands of times.
Absolutely. Right, Christian, shall we get a rating out of this?
Yes, absolutely. Well, I'll talk you through my kind of reasoning. The lunch looked great. It sounded like it tasted great, and if that's filling you up, then that's all you want really from a lunch. You don't want to be snacking through the afternoon. So I'm looking at that thinking, ooh, I might need a bit more. But look, I trust Adei, and if that's enough, then brilliant. It's healthy, it's balanced, it's got a bit of a treat. You know, it's Maltesers as well. We've got to be kind to ourselves in lockdown. And I love the sort of behind the scenes kind of nature of the segment as well. We got a bit more insight into that performance on Catchphrase. So overall, and you've certainly been the best looking guest that we've had on.
Easily.
Do you want to know a fun fact before you make your decision about this outfit?
Okay.
Okay, so lots of people have heard the story of how I lost my innocence, and this was the dress.
Wow.
That bumps it up 3 points alone. Just that bit.
Adei, you've got at least 3
inclusion.
At least 3 now.
Okay.
At least 2.
So I'm gonna now. Rob's is the one to beat.
Yeah, 90 was huge.
Although, did we gave him 90 without the foam paid, right? But I mean, he didn't make.
Can I raise this up as well, because he assembled it and parts were made and it was homemade, but Quiche's Lorraine is something that Rob Shaw cannot make himself. He put that into an oven. That was, to use an old phrase, store-bought. Now, I don't want to deduct points from his episode, because we've already had that episode. That's in the past. You can't change the past, but we can change the future by doing stuff to the present.
Yeah. Well, so I'd like to give Adei 87.
87. It's a score and a half. That is technically second place.
Wow.
I would. I'm gonna echo these sentiments, and yeah, I think it's a great lunch, and you had great moxie coming on. And in terms of lunches as well, this is a lunch that I could see you having again and again, as you said. You know, some of these lunches are very special lunches, and that's fine too. But this is a very solid lunch, so I'm going to give it an 88.
Thank you.
The score being 87.5. I'm going to add it to the leaderboard here.
Thank you.
A big old score. So
amazing.
Well, Adei, thank you very much for being on the show. I'm a bit blown away. I feel like my fruit salad is a bit disappointing now. It's only now that you brought up your lunch, George, because I've completely forgotten about mine. Very forgettable. And Adei's was unforgettable. It was. I will not forget that.
Immortalized in this stream as well, which is good. Thank you so much for coming on, Adei. See you soon.
See you soon. Thanks for having me. You've been amazing.
Bye, Adei. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Now, George, it just remains for us to say, it's not quite dinner.
But it's just after brunch.
Everyone, let's come.
And rate my lunch.